Welcome to Innovate Marketing Daily, where we bring you the latest news and happenings in the world of branding, marketing, and business growth. Brought to you by MyPodcast.Media and Birdwell Solutions. And now your host, Benny Pekala.
I'm Benny from Birdwell Solutions, where we build and launch innovative new tech products. Now let's dive in. Binance has taken the next step in its effort to provide transparency of user funds to show proof of reserves for Bitcoin and an update using the Merkle Tree data structure for users to verify Bitcoin holdings. All right, so I know this is a little technical, so let's break it down. So Binance is one of the world's largest blockchain ecosystems and cryptocurrency infrastructure providers. They have a financial product suite that includes digital asset exchange, millions of users, dedicated to increasing freedom of money for users, and features an unmatched portfolio of crypto products and offerings with trading, finance, education, data, research, social good, investment, decentralization, infrastructure solutions, and more. So they're a big cryptocurrency company with an exchange where people come and bring their assets and trade them. So specifically, what Binance did was they launched a new proof of reserves site. It's reserved to show Binance, that Binance, as a custodian, which holds these funds, is holding client funds in full with reserves. So in simple terms, when a user deposits one Bitcoin, Binance's reserves increase by at least one Bitcoin to ensure client funds are fully backed. People will be able to check the site and see Binance's proof of reserves, showing the reserve ratio alongside customer liabilities, which prevents something like the recent FTX crash from happening to Binance users. It's true that Binance still is, in some ways, a custodian of these funds, but it means that if things go south, Binance is proving that it has the money to back up the funds. There's two ways that they're verifying this. One is through verifying the transactions against Binance's Merkle Tree, which is a data structure. So people can come, see their funds on the website, check that they're Bitcoin funds against Binance's Merkle Tree, and see that there is a one-to-one correlation between what they hold and what Binance is holding in reserves. For those that want to go a step further, there's a second way to independently verify their funds. They can even copy the source code into a Python application and cross-reference it. So to really show, hey, yes, they do have these funds, and look at the code themselves. So why'd they do it? CZ, Shenpeng Zhao, CEO and founder of Binance, said that given recent events, it's understandable the community will demand more from crypto exchanges, far more than what's currently required, and similar to traditional financial institutions. So that's why they've done this. They've done this to step up the level of regulation and the level of transparency into how they're holding funds, to be more similar to how people would expect their funds to be held in a bank. So why does this matter? So this is interesting for a few reasons. First, it's a major development in technology. Proof of reserves is, while not a completely new concept, this is certainly the first time a major company has launched it commercially. So proof of reserves being this showing that I have the Bitcoin that you just deposited with me and I'm holding it for you, is a new way that we might see other platforms start to show transparency and gain user trust. This is also a development in the ongoing trust building within cryptocurrency. So following the FTX crash, which we covered in a previous episode, where there was a cryptocurrency exchange that went under and did not have the money to return user funds, this is a solution to that. So this is a way to show, hey, as an industry, as a company, we can be trusted. We are trusted. What we're doing is giving you transparency and can be trusted in the same way that you trust financial institutions. So it's an ongoing development in that difficult battle to rebuild trust in the wake of the FTX crash. So as someone who advises tech companies, this teaches me to respond to changing needs in the market. So when customers have a problem, when there's a big story and an unfortunate development, to respond, to answer to that, to help ease anxieties and fears. And also respond in other ways, right? Respond in ways that mean launching new features on a very timely and what I imagine was a very quick turnaround for their team. This also advises me to really continue to focus on transparency, especially when there's finance involved and there's money involved, to show users what you're doing, how you're doing it. And even if you might not be in a fully regulated environment where you need to, this really shows the value of that and shows that customers might look to ask for this from other platforms as well. So key metrics to look for with this is, are they able to rebuild customer trust as measured by new users? There's a lot of new users that came onto Binance in 2022. Are they able to repeat that and get a lot of new users on in 2023? And also to look at, do other companies adopt these standards? So do we see some of Binance's competitors and other companies that might not even be direct competitors, but offering similar technology? Do we see them also implementing proof of reserves, also using data structures such as the Merkle Tree to show that and to enable users to use their own code to check it? So we'll see. We'll see as this develops, especially as this applies to cryptocurrency companies, people that trade and invest in cryptocurrency. But also we'll see about the industry as a whole. As we see a situation where consumer trust was reduced, this is an example of them building it back. So we'll see how this applies to other industries that might have similar difficulties and what lessons that means as we move into 2023 and into the rest of the decade. So thank you so much for being with us. As always, if your business is launching a new technology product and is looking for a trusted team to deliver, let us know. So that's our check-in. We appreciate you taking the time to be with us today. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you next time.
Thanks for joining us on Innovate Marketing Daily, where we bring you the latest news and what's happening in the world of marketing and branding and business growth. On behalf of everyone at MyPodcast.Media and Birdwell Solutions, we'd like to thank you for joining us and invite you to join us Tuesdays through Fridays every week. Find us online at MyPodcast.Media for all of your podcast production needs. And for all of your Web3 development needs, visit birdwellsolutions.com.